What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Auto Auction Rebuilds. Today we're at Insurance Auto Auctions here in Oklahoma City for another walk around. Let's jump into this video today and see what we find. Let's start off with what looks like a really easy fix. 2005 Corvette. If I'm not mistaken, this would be the last year of the C5, because I believe in 2000 this is a 2004. I think in 2006, never mind. 2006, I believe, was the first year of the C6 Corvette. This honestly doesn't look that bad to me. We're going to take a closer look at the damage up there because, you know, looks can be deceiving. This is not bad, guys. Tires are nice. I love the black with the chrome. Stunning. Absolutely stunning. Does this have the Astro roof? I can't tell. We'll look in it in a second. I'll take a better look. Manual transmission too. Honestly, only way to go on one of these cars, guys. So it looks like it needs a front bumper, which is not a big deal. Somebody's got some aftermarket ballast here, which I would probably, I'd probably remove and just go back with factory lights on this. Everything on the front actually looks really good. You're going to need a new cover for this headlight. That's not a big deal. You can buy these covers. That's not huge. The fenders, not too terribly expensive. Hood looks like it survived. There is some damage though. And the thing is, this has been damaged before because this door used to be red before somebody painted it black. You got a little bit of damage up here. That's body filler. That is damage from a prior collision. A little bit of fiberglass damage right here. Not anything I'd be too awfully concerned about. You know, some fresh paint, a new fender, this car would be good to go. You do have some damage over here. This is glued to the body right here. So you could reinforce this with some fiberglass. Everything's strong there. You do have a little damage here, but again, this could easily be reinforced with some layers of fiberglass over. I don't think you need to replace this whole piece, guys. I really don't. Let's take a look down here and see if we can see any damage. You guys are seeing things that I can't see, so I'm going to rely on you to tell me if you see any frame damage or any more underlying damage that I can't see. This tire is flat, probably shot from the accident. Wheel looks like it may be okay. I think it's all right. In fact, the tire's probably okay too. It just lost its valve stem. You throw another valve stem on there, you'd probably be good. This looks too easy. A manual transmission, beautiful black, put a new fender on it, and let's be honest, guys, you don't have to. This is still solid. You don't have to reinforce that if you don't want to. It's simply holding a plastic fender. Throw a bumper cover, throw a headlight cover, throw a fender on this, and for the most part, the damage is fixed. You'd be driving down the road. No bags were deployed in this accident. Question is, are the wheels straight? Steering wheel's turned slightly to the left. That wheel is turned slightly to the left. There is some scratching back here. Something got raked up against this. There's some scratching here too. Something got sat on top of this. I'm not sure. This wheel, however, looks like it's actually turned slightly toward the left. Was this one to the left too? Yeah, I think it was. To the left, to the left. Yeah, ever so slightly to the left. So I think the suspension is good too. How's it looking here? Little wear, nothing too crazy. Definitely some wear on the seats. This thing's probably got, 110, 120,000 miles, would be my guess. It doesn't say what the mileage is on it though. Huh. Do we have keys? Oh. Let's see. Oh, it's got keys. And somebody left it on. Of course they did. Of course they left the keys on, guys, because they don't want you to be able to start these things. Little do they know. I got a jump pack. Oh, any chance the bumper? The bumper is back there. So, cross your fingers, the bumper's in a bag. It could be all right. Then again, it could be totally trash too. Does this stay up on its own? Yeah, maybe. Sort of, kind of, a little bit. The wind is kind of blowing this direction, so it should help us keep this hood open, guys. This looks like such an easy fix, but I just did a Corvette on the channel. I don't really know if I want to do another one. But if I can get this thing cheap, what is this? Clear coat peel on the hood there. I think, maybe. We got some aftermarkets hooked up there. Everything else looks stock. I mean, this thing looks bone stock under here, guys. Let's grab a booster pack real quick. And let's see if we can fire this thing up. Now we find out if it runs. We find out if it's got an exhaust. We learn all the secrets that this car has. I'm also curious. Let's scoot this back some. I need leg room. You know what I mean? There we go. Oh, that's better. Much better. I'm curious as to what the miles are on this thing too. So, clutch feels good. Shifter feels good too. That's fired up. Stock exhaust. Mileage though, that's what I want to know. Mileage, can we get through? I knew it. 104,775. I wasn't too awful far off. It fired right up. It's got a quarter tank of gas. Turn the e-brake off, see what lights we have on. Nothing. It runs perfect. Steering, keep in mind it does have a flat tire on the front. Steering feels fine. Low washer fluid. I wonder if it still kept track of, no, miles per gallon, no. Range low, yeah, it thinks it's getting no miles per gallon. Important window, works, down and up. Less important window, also works. You've got an aftermarket JVC head unit in here. Now let's see if the air conditioner works. Let's get that going, because air conditioning is important in Oklahoma. Does it go forwards? Clutch out. Yep. We can't go very, very far, guys. Remember, it's got a flat. Backwards. Yeah, clutch feels good. Air conditioning also feels good. Ice cold. Do the headlights pop up when you turn the lights on? Yes, they both do. This is a win, guys. This is way better than the C5 I had. Far superior to the one I had, guys. Oh, there's even money. Look, you get some money when you buy this car, and you also get whatever this is right here. What is that? A sloth? It's a little sloth. There you go. All right. Well, I'd call this a win. Stock exhaust. No warning lights on. Everything seems to work like it's supposed to. Let's turn this off. Yeah. What a great little car. All right. Put the e-brake on, leave it in neutral. And tilt wheel, there we go, put that wheel up. I like this, guys. This is something I think we should bid on. I only have one hesitation, and that is the Maaco that I use no longer paints Corvettes. They won't touch them anymore. So that means if I want the parts to match, I'm gonna have to find, if the bumper is not salvageable, I'm gonna have to find a black bumper, a black headlight cover, and a black fender. And then this door, you know, the scrapes aren't that bad. It's not the end of the world. This is something I try to buff out as best I can and just leave it. I'm not going to replace the door, or even have the door repainted over some minor damage like that, guys. This looks like an extremely easy fix. How about a hail damage 2017 Lincoln MKX? And it has a lot of hail damage, guys, but I tell you all the time, it may not look pretty, but the drivability is the same. Like, however this car was mechanically before it turned into a golf ball, it's the same as it was then, guys. There's no difference. It could be a great running, driving, reliable car. It just looks really bad. Hopefully the hail damage is all coming out on video for you, because it's significant, no doubt. This one truly resembles a golf ball. Looks like it's got 120-ish thousand miles. I don't know. Let's take a look at the interior. It's nice. Looks like it was well kept. It smells good. Sunroof still intact. Yes. Panoramic sunroof. Both of them are still intact. See, if you just needed something cheap, I tell people this all the time, there are some great deals to be had out here. It may not be pretty, right? But if you just want something that's going to be comfortable, reliable, you know, still really nice, smells good, probably drives good, you can find them out here, guys. They're not hard to find. Here's the key. We got remote start. Hell yeah. This thing's got it all, guys. Let's see if it starts. Oh, that is a doornail. Of course it is. Of course it is. What's here's the key. It's got one key on that, and then it's got the other one kind of sitting in the cup holder here. I'm going to put the second key in here. Just, well, I don't want it to get lost. Let's put it in there. Well, shoot, it got lost there too. Okay, fine, cup holder it is. Let's pop the hood. just real quick, I gotta look at this again. This is actually, I'm surprised by how nice this is on the inside. Tires look to be really good too. I mean, this could make somebody a really good driver. Oh, can we find the hood release? I hate that Ford and Lincoln, they always seem to change. Uh-oh. There we go. Good Lord. Oh, wow. Oh, man. I was not expecting that under the hood of this. Good Lord. What is all this? Oh, we got fuses and wires. Oh, yeah. That's promising. Corrosion. Oh. Huh. Maybe this one is not as good as I thought it was. It's one of those times where you want to say, don't judge a book by its cover, right? Looks pretty good on the surface, but under this hood, it doesn't look like anybody's ever maintained anything. This is awful. Well, I figure we're committed now. We might as well at least see how it runs, if it runs, and figure out what the miles actually are on it. Well, we have lights. 121,144 miles. Push to start. Came right to life. Runs great. All right. Things are booting up. Everything seems to be doing what it's supposed to. It actually runs really, really well. Maybe I shouldn't judge a book by its cover. All the hail damage, all the nastiness under the hood, that's all superficial. Inside, it seems like this is actually a pretty decent vehicle. Can we turn this down, please? Thank you. Air conditioning, let's definitely make sure we have that. Air conditioned seats, let's make sure we have that. AC is on, max AC recirculate, perfect. Now we can check things like important windows. That's a yes. Less important window, absolutely. Glove box, no books. Oh, that's interesting. You can see right behind the glove box to the blower motor. Is that supposed to happen? I think it's supposed to have like something that holds it right here, but it's missing. Interesting. By the way, air conditioning definitely works. Steering feels great. Does it go into gear? Reverse. We've got a backup camera. Yep, backwards. Brakes feel good too. Drive. Absolutely. Back into park. Very nice. I don't feel my air-conditioned seats, if we have them. It's screaming about the hood being open, but other than that, it doesn't seem to be having any complaints at all. This is actually really nice. And the seats, I'm here to tell you, if you've never ridden in one, the seats, they're super soft. This is that really soft leather. I mean, or pleather, whatever it is. Faux leather. Plastic is what I'm trying to say. It's actually very, very soft. This is nice, and sitting in these seats is super comfortable, guys. Lots of controls on the steering wheel. We have your cruise control over here. We have audio controls and voice commands here. Windshield wipers, turn signals, even paddle shifters, which, why in something like this? I don't get it. You got a place to stow your sunglasses, which is nice, I suppose. Pretty big vehicle, guys. Yep. There we go. Yeah, now we can almost see. I like this. Aside from the fact that it just looks like a giant hail ball, this is actually really nice. Cold air, but I still don't feel any air conditioning from my seat. But I mean, small potatoes, right? This thing is not bad at all. So real quick, I kind of wanted to showcase the amazing camera on my iPhone 16 Pro Max. You guys aren't going to be able to see from here, but way out yonder, where I'm pointing my finger, like way right there, there is an old 70s Mustang convertible. And right behind it, about right there-ish, is an old Cadillac, both convertibles. And they're sitting out here with windows down. The Cadillac's windows are completely down. And the Mustang convertible, top is completely down, being transported to who knows where. Who knows where it's going. And they're just open and exposed to the elements. Anyway, those pictures are taken from right where I'm standing. You obviously couldn't see anything over there, but from where I'm standing, I got those pictures of that Mustang and that Cadillac. So I thought this Camaro was kind of interesting. I'm assuming it's an RS. But it's got the red tape over the front like they're protecting something or hiding something. I don't get it. It's very unusual to see. I've seen these cars wrapped completely in plastic before. I've never seen one where they just tried to cover up the front bumper. Maybe there's something under there that you're not supposed to see. 110,000 miles on the odometer. We're not going to spend a lot of time on this unless it's an SS. And it is an SS. Never mind. That changes things. We might spend a... Oh, no, we won't. No, we won't. So, no, we will not be spending a lot of time. Actually, well, I hate to say it, because people throw so much shade in the comments, you know. They really do. So let me sit my bag down, and we're just going to take a little look at this. It's unfortunate I can't see what's going on with this bumper. I guess they put it in a bag. They did. They put the whole bumper in a bag, and then they just strapped it to the front of the car. That's what it looks like. So is that bumper damaged? I don't know. Probably. So some big things to look at. It's the A-pillar and the fender apron, which obviously got tweaked pretty good right here. This fender apron took a bit of a hit. So the right way to repair it, and take a look. This is pretty cool because it's layered. You see, you got your welds right here. Okay, little spot welds that hold this entire fender apron on. But if you look up here, the fender apron is sectioned on top of this piece. This is a whole separate piece, and it has even fewer spot welds right here. There's some that hold this outer shell. It actually peels back from this inner structure right here. Unfortunately, both of them got damaged. Inner and outer structure got damaged. So here's what you could do. It separates right here, okay, from this whole core support. You can take this piece out, drill out the spot welds, pull it off, and replace it with a fresh one, and you're good to go. Or, you guys know where I'm going with this, and this is where the shade comes in, right? You could just heat it up, beat this back out. This is not horribly crooked, guys. It's off, but let's be real, this could totally be straightened out. Throw another spot weld on this once you get this all bent back into shape. I can't tell the damage to the front, but it looks like the majority of the damage is to the side here. You do have a little damage down here. They've got some yellow markings, a few dents, but nothing that looks like it compromises the structural integrity of the car, except for maybe this right here, where it looks like there is a pretty sizable ding. Oh, and here, I didn't even see that. Oh, yeah. See, I didn't see that. Yeah, well, that's all right. It's not that big a deal, guys. None of this is important. Actually, it's all important. And then we may have some damage down there, too. I can't tell. This may be a lot more damaged than I'm thinking. Broke the control arm. I mean, snapped the control arm. This whole ball joint, snapped this completely in half. Yeah. There's absolutely some pretty significant damage down here that I didn't see. When I first walked up on it, I saw this, and I thought, okay, that's not a big deal. When you start getting into here, that becomes a really big deal, guys. Stuff down there becomes a really big deal. So, unfortunately, I was kind of hoping to take a closer look at this one. Honestly, the dang thing didn't look too bad. Automatic. I was hoping it was a manual. Not that it matters. Yeah, truthfully, this car is going to be more than I'm interested in taking on. So we're going to walk away and go see if we can find something else. I see a little Audi back here. What is it, like a little A5? Oh, never mind. See, I always see the good sides. They always hide the bad side. Wow. Wolverine straight up ripped right through this car's fender. Whoa. Oh, man. I mean, if it's just a fender, that's not too big of a deal. Yeah, little A5. Cabriolet. Kind of like little car. But truth is, I really don't need any more cars, guys. I've got somewhere between 25 and 30 cars currently. I just bought another one. Actually, I bought 3 more since, 3 more cars that you guys haven't seen yet. One is a Geo Prism. It's also known as a Toyota Corolla. Yeah, it's that Geo Prism, the Toyota Corolla Geo Prism. Yeah, got one of those, low miles. Got it for next to nothing, but had to ship it all the way from, I think, California over here. Then I bought a Volkswagen Eurovan. Oh, that's going to be fun, guys. I can't wait to show that one on the channel. And then, just last night, impulsively, I found something that I kind of always wanted, but for some reason just never bought. And I bought it. Yeah, I got a a PT Cruiser. I'm kidding. Although that's what a lot of people call it. It's not a PT Cruiser, guys. I bought a Plymouth Prowler. Sorry. It's not a Plymouth, it's a Chrysler. I bought a Chrysler Prowler. I've wanted one of those for so long and just never bought it because it has no practical usability at all. None. It's the most impractical car you could ever own. And I own it now. Got it super cheap, so it's probably going to be totally broken, and it's probably not going to look like what the pictures look like, and probably won't have keys and everything else, but you know, it's fine. I look forward to sharing all of these new cars with you guys, but as I'm mentioning how I have like 30 cars on the yard there, it's kind of making me think I really don't need any more, so why am I here? Well, the main reason is for you guys, to show you guys what's coming up at the auction this week, what we have to offer out here at Oklahoma's yard. And the other is also for me because, well, I like coming out here and finding very strange, oddball, unique cars like this 89 Volkswagen. This is a Wolfsburg edition. It says Carmen on the side. I know what none of that means. I have no idea. Cabriolet, though, I understand that means the top goes down. Got a tow hitch because this 85 horsepower engine could absolutely tow anything you put behind it. It's actually a really nice car. I like the white on white, but guess what? On white, that's right. White on white on white. Non-runner. Who knows what the miles are? I'll bet we could get this to run. I think. Maybe. This is a cool little car. I would absolutely stick shift too. I'd absolutely drive the heck out of this. My question is this gasoline or is this diesel? Because if I remember, some of these were diesel, weren't they? Oh, I love those white seats, guys. This is why I shouldn't come here. Oh, wow, she's got miles. I thought this was going to be a low mile unit. 176,000 miles on the odometer. Dead as a doornail. Yeah. Oh, I like it. You got an old school Clarion head unit right there. I love this little car. Don't think for a minute I wouldn't drive this. Because, oh, you'll be seeing me rolling this thing down I-40 here in Oklahoma City on the regular. You think I'm playing? See, I don't need any more cars. I honestly don't. But some of the cars that I bought, surprise, surprise, some of the cars that I bought actually turned out to be, you know, not the greatest. So I'm going to be sending several down the road. Some of them, however, actually turned out to be pretty decent little cars, and those cars we can stay and work on. Let's see, where do you even put this? Right there, I suppose. There we go. What is this? What is this little thing of, what is that? If anybody knows what that thing is, I'd love to hear from you. And nice strap. Looks like an Ace bandage holding down the battery. Oh, this thing is cool. This looks like a gasoline engine to me, but I could be wrong. Let's check the oil. Take a look. Well, the oil's actually halfway clean. It's not particularly dirty. You got some new worm clamps all over the engine, so it looks like somebody's been working on this. Oh, somebody cut the air conditioning hose and they spliced in a piece of pipe with some worm clamps. Perfect. Huh. Well, the oil's clean. It's got coolant. I can see it over there. It doesn't look... Oh, actually, it doesn't have any coolant. Like I was saying, there's no coolant in there. I knew that. That's a battery from 2009. Oh, it's going to be one of those. Yeah, it's going to be one of those. 09 battery. That tells you right there, because this car is not moved in a long time. Oh, it's locked. Looks like somebody... No, that's just dirt. I thought somebody had thrown some paint on it. Great. Next question. These tires, they're Primewells. Oh, they're dated 43rd week of 2011. 13 years old. Tires are 13 years old, and the tread is, well, it's like new, guys. The tread on these tires looks brand new, front and back. So, 13-year-old tires, 15-year-old battery. What do you think the chances are it's going to run? None. Absolutely none. It will not run, but we can at least find out if it will crank. Maybe somebody can help me here, but what is this? Like fuel injection? A fuel distribution block? I'm very confused because we have a fuel filter here, but then it looks like it runs into this big distribution block here with these braided lines, but this is also the intake. This is what I find very interesting. You got a fuel distribution block here, but then this whole distribution block leads to a hose that goes into the intake plenum. And then these lines also run down here to something on the block. I have no idea what that is. It is what? If anybody has any idea how or what all of this stuff is, drop a comment below, because I'm genuinely curious. I've never seen anything quite like this before. It's very, very unique. Obviously, the seats have been recovered. I'm surprised we have a clutch pedal. I'm shocked that we even have a clutch pedal at all. It seems to work. Brakes also seems to have brakes too. Lights come on. Gear shifter is a tad sloppy. Just a hair. We have some fuses laying in the glove box. That's, whoa, nothing to be concerned about at all. It cranks healthy. It shows no fuel, which is probably a bad sending unit from sitting for years and years. I'm just gonna crank it for a second. I hear a fuel pump. No way. It's trying to run. Hold on. Hold on. I don't want other people to know this. Guys, this thing's trying to run. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Yeah, I heard the fuel pump was not working. And then it started working, just out of nowhere. You could hear the pump, it was groaning. Hear it? It's whining. It ran. Okay, let's shut it down. Let's shut it down and pretend that didn't happen. All right, doesn't run. Obviously, doesn't run, doesn't drive. It's just a piece of junk that's been parked for a long time. Yeah, here we go. Let's just walk away from this one, because we have no interest in an old, broken, high mileage Volkswagen. Right, guys? Right. So somebody must know something about this car that we don't, because I just got through having to bid the living crap out of it, and we've got it up to $1,125. We're currently winning it for $1,125, which in my opinion, guys, that's a lot of money for this little car. So if somebody knows something about this that I don't, please drop a comment below, because I feel like we are definitely overpaying for this car. Over here, we've got a really hideous Chevy Cruise, guys. Take a look at the wheels on this thing. This has got to be the ugliest Chevy Cruise I've ever seen. Not that any of them are particularly nice looking, but this one, good God, what did they do to it? I'm not sure that's a factory color either. And those wheels, what size are these? They put 22s. They put 22s on a Chevy Cruise, and then you can see all the runs in the paint. This thing was painted outdoors in the wind, in the rain, I think. This thing is, oh my God. Well, to each their own, right? Not my car. How does the interior look? Or what's it? Actually, it's not too bad. Aside from the rattle can paint job, they tried. They even painted the interior, guys. Oh my God. Wow. All right, enough of that. Let's go find something else. Now, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say this was stolen. This is probably a theft recovery. A Porsche Panamera. I actually really like these guys. They're not for everyone. Not everybody likes the way they look, but I love them. These are big cars. These things truly are, they're boats. This is a 2014. It looks pretty good. Uh-oh, yep. Oklahoma City Police Department, 5/26 of 2024. That's probably a case number, 226654. RD, no key. NK means no key. RD typically means run and drive. How it runs and drives with no key, well, you never know, right? Panamera 4S. That means we're going to have the V8 under the hood. Well, it had. We don't know what it has anymore. Obviously, wheels and tires are missing. Lights, bumper, all gone. Car is all taped up. It still has the engine, though. That's a V6. I was wrong. I thought this came with a 4.0 liter V8, but instead we're looking at a 3 liter. I assume it's twin turbo. Yeah, twin turbo V6. So that's what they did. They moved away from the V8, I guess, and just went straight towards twin turboing a 3-liter V6. Sounds like a smart idea. Huh. I mean, there's plenty of room for activities under the hood, though, so that's nice. I wonder what parts come with it, if any. Let's take a look inside. They tried to cover it up, but obviously over time, all of this stuff is, well, oh yeah, they've really taken it apart, haven't they? I'll try my best to protect it. I don't think we're going to have any rain before the auction comes up. Yeah, this is not going to do any good. Boy, she's just sitting right on the ground too. What a shame. What a shame. I wonder what something like this would go for. You know, I could absolutely put this back together. A set of wheels, headlights. I mean, the rotors look like they're fine. The suspension looks okay. A front bumper. Oh, they cut the freaking wires. Really, guys? Really? You cut the... Who knows what that goes to? Parking sensors? Something like that? Thankfully, they did not cut these. There's a reservoir that looks like it goes to the headlights. Probably like headlight washers would be my guess. They broke that clip. Yeah, they were not careful taking this apart at all. This clip is all right, not broken. She's gonna need some work, guys. She's gonna need some work. Looks like they left the sunroof open too. I can't open that door. Plus, this whole car is just exposed to the elements. This is probably a parts car more than anything. I'm gonna see if it potentially has any keys laying around in here anywhere. Oh boy, yeah. Oh wow. Yeah, she's wet. Cup holders reside in here, which is kind of cool. Come on, there we go. I always thought that was cool. I loved my Panamera. It was not a Panamera S though. It was just the naturally aspirated V6. Oh, but take a look in here. Is this not beautiful? Absolutely beautiful. It does kind of smell. They obviously took the radio. Looks like they left all the connections though. They didn't cut them, so that's nice. You can replace the stock head unit. Nothing in here looks too broken, except for maybe that. Oh, they took the airbag too. Well, that's nice. That's nice, and it does have a rather musty smell. Obviously, she's been wet. This is something that, you know, unfortunately, not going to be for me, guys. I was really kind of interested in it at first, but no keys, no wheels. With transporting, this is going to be fun. Musty interior, pieces, connectors broken. It's going to need a lot of parts. It's going to cost a ton of money to put this car back together, guys. An absolute ton of money to put it back together, unless you've already got the parts. If you're a salvage yard that specializes in Porsche, you may have one of these that's wrecked in the back. That'd be great. You'd have wheels, the whole front end for it. You could absolutely put this back together and turn this into a decent car. Unfortunately for me, there's only two options that I see, and that is either buy all the parts from a salvage yard that's going to cost a fortune, and then take it to Porsche and hope that we can get a key cut and programmed that's actually going to work. Then we have to hope that the car even runs after that. And for me, it doesn't make any sense. At a minimum, you've got to get wheels and tires to transport it. You know what I mean? At a minimum, and then drag it down to the Porsche dealership and find out what can be done with getting a key for this. It's just going to cost too much money for an unknown for me. And with that, I'm going to get out of here, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, hit the thumbs up button and let me know. Consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already subscribed. And until next time, stay safe out there, everybody. I look forward to seeing you all again very soon in the next one.